Hello everyone, so in a special video which I decided to publish today because this event starts in Final Fantasy XIV and it is a previous event, but it is the Final Fantasy XI collaboration event, the Maiden's Rhapsody, Memories of an Unseen Realm. It starts today, as I mentioned, Thursday, May 28th, 2020, and continues until Monday, June 22nd, 2020. So we start in Limsa Lominsa in the upper decks, and I will show you on the map in just a second. So Final Fantasy XI is currently celebrating its 18th year anniversary, and this is the first time I think this collaboration event has returned. I could be mistaken. Surprisingly, I've already done this on my main character. I didn't think I was playing around the time when it was first out, but apparently I have, or it came back at some point. Anyway, so I'm obviously going to be doing it on this character, so we will begin, and we can see here that we have a Ramumu. I apologize for those who are Final Fantasy XI people, because I do not know how to pronounce the name. And you see that it starts here, a journey to remember. You are required to have level 30. And as you can see, we're in the upper decks. So if you want a quick route from getting to the lower decks, just go up there. Or use the Aetheryte and, Aft Castle. Is killed. Whatever. Anyway, Ramumu. And you can see these are the rewards. And Ramumu has caught wind of a promising story and seeks an adventure to help separate fact from fiction. Excuse me, miss. Do you have a moment? I'm Ramumu with the Harbor Herald, and judging by your dress, you're one of those well-traveled adventurers I've heard so much about. No doubt one as worldly as yourself has heard the rumors of an unusual warrior maiden from the Far East. Danger constantly follows in her footsteps, and the Far Easterners I've spoken with claim her dress and fighting style are nothing they've ever seen. Do you know what happened the last time a strange warrior from unknown lands came to Eorzea? The upstart Petri Winesome practically stole the parchment from my desk to write his story. Our readership soon doubled, but he's been regarded as the Harbor Herald's finest reporter ever since. That should have been my story, and I'll be darned if he beats me to this one. But if following her is as dangerous as it sounds, I'll need an adventurer like you to keep me safe. If you're interested, meet me down at Costa del Sol. That's where she was last spotted, so that's where I plan to start. And you can see the fancy Final Fantasy XI little logo thing there, as I kind of talk funny. I hope to see you at Costa del Sol, miss. If all goes as planned, I'll have a real story to finally put whatever Winesome in his place. So, we are going to teleport to there. Alrighty, and we don't have to go far because we have the quest right here. Ramumu. And fortunately, it is a cutscene. Hi, you're here at last. I was beginning to think you wouldn't come. She was here just a few bells ago, or so I was told. Look, over there. Could it be? Begging your pardons, please do not think me strange for asking, but can you tell me if we were close to Selbina? Or perhaps Mara? I fear I am hopelessly lost. Selbina? Mara? Sorry, dear, but you're on the eastern shore of Vilbrand. Eastern Lenosa, to be precise. I take it you're the far eastern traveler that's been talk of the taverns as of late? You've cut quite the warpath through Eorzea from what I've heard. Yes, I hail from the far east, but Vilbrand? Lenosha? I cannot recall such names. Though, truth be told, I cannot recall much of anything since awakening in these strange surroundings. By Grit's beard! You mean you've lost your memory? I remember my name is Iroha. Iroha? I'm sorry, I can't say it. I'm honestly thought it was saying Iroh before, but I was having Avatar The Last Airbender on the mind. Anyway, I'm treading in the way of the glaive, though I feel I'm still a novice. Before awakening here, I was on a mission to... Forgive me, it's hard to make sense of what little I can recall. The only clear thoughts in my mind are of Master, and a powerful technique I labor to perfect, Matsu Kyori. I'm certain it is essential to completing my mission. Interesting you'd remember training above all else. Perhaps that's the key. If you can continue to practice your master's teachings, it stands to reason other related memories might come back to you. Recalling my mission by first recalling master's teachings. Yes, that does seem plausible. I do not doubt many of the techniques I learned have a specific purpose. It would only be a matter of focusing on this particular one. Or it would only be a matter. This is the scoop I've been looking for. A Far Eastern warrior on a special mission? What if we were in danger? This isn't some fairy tale like Petrie's story. People need to know, but she's no good to us if she can't remember anything. Help her so we can get to the bottom of this. I'm pretty sure she probably can hear you, but... Here, take this map before you go. Training won't do you any good if you get lost now. Will it? Your kindness is greatly appreciated. Thank you. To journey alone in this strange land would be a trial all its own, I am sure. As I stammer through my words. Might we explore the shore south of here? I recall mention that the beach was an excellent place for training. Something about the aquatic wildlife being suitable for sparring? If the creatures here are similar, I would like very much to try my hand against them. And I trust you'll ensure that she has every opportunity to do so. Now don't let me keep you. The sooner she remembers her mission, the better. When she's had her fill of combating critters along the coast, perhaps you should rest in Limsa where it's safer. Bulwer Call should do nicely. It's the first place she'll see after coming through the gates. Bye-bye. And so we need to head over in this direction. Just over there. Where apparently there is... Oh, I see. We're supposed to participate in that fate, so I guess I better hurry up and get my butt over there. And level sync. What am I doing? Why is my... I forgot I had changed my hotbar. There we go. Well, we'll forget that oopsie for a moment. I will, yeah, that was just kind of sad. Anyway, so I guess we'll be doing this as a ninja for a moment. And I honestly didn't even notice my heart bar was messed up that whole time. That's funny. I wonder how many buttons I was jamming and confusing the heck out of people. So, to begin her training, Roa would be challenging the robber crab of Costa del Sol. Fight by her side to see that she is not overwhelmed, so I can't even see her right now. Oh, there she is. Basically, keep her alive. And I believe this is also Final Fantasy XI music. I could be mistaken. Fate complete. And so now we need to head back to Limsa's decks, and we can take the, there is a ship that we can take, which is what I'm going to do, because I'm going to fix my hotbar while I'm at it. Hi, Roa. Training at the beach was invigorating. It has been too long since I enjoyed such sport, fighting alongside one as so well versed in the arts of war. would like to think I improved my form by following your example. At first I doubted crabs would be suitable for practice, but I was quite wrong. Testing my strength against their hardened shells, swing after swing, over and over again, I could easily spend days or even weeks at a time battling them. If only I could remember who suggested this training regimen. And Optistone Shard, a slightly luminous stone of unknown origin. It may have some connection with Ira's lost memories. Oh my, what a peculiar stone. I sense something within it. Something familiar. Something dark. A grueling battle in the cold against evil made manifest. A lord of shadows, long dead yet somehow resurrected. The fate of the realm hanging in the balance. I remember! And yet, I'm not convinced these visions relate to my mission. Why would Master entrust me with the means to slay such a foe? The answer must lie within my memories. They have to. All the more reason I must hurry to complete my training and perfect Amatsu Kiori. While waiting for your arrival, I asked a couple of travelers from Gridania. I think where I might find creatures of a more dark and unusual nature. They told me of a place called Hake Manor, a cursed estate whose grounds play host to various sorts of hellish monsters. These creatures sound like promising opponents, full of fury and cunning. I would expect in a true battle. Now, let us be off. When we are finished, we can meet in the nearby town. And so we're going to head over and participate in the fate in the Central Shroud, all the way up by Hake Manor. Ironically, this is the mount that I get when I do the mount roulette. Just make sure I'm going the right direction here. And we are now over in this area, Hake Manor. And now we just need to wait for the fate. Which, as you can see, other people are doing. There we go, and the fate has started. Need to level sync, of course. Tis as if a very fair anchor, something I can't read. When the Shalor, when something did they come? I can read and play and speak and move and stuff at the same time. I can totally do it. I'm also holding the X key down, so that's making things complicated. I was surprised to find that the voids near Hake Manor are reminiscent of demons from an old story she knows well. Join her in the battle and help her to defeat the fiends. There we go. And now we need to head to New Gridania here, and I expect not too far, and I could just ride my way there, but we were waiting for a while, so we're just gonna travel there. Iroha. I'm totally butchering her name. Thank you for once again aiding in my training. To witness such majesty and grace on the battlefield is truly inspiring. It served as a wonderful lesson in combat. Aurastone Shard, a slightly luminescent stone of unknown origin. It may have some connection with Aura's lost memories. As I totally mess up my words. Again. Oh, you have found yet another strange stone. Yes, it radiates with a warmth much like the last. But the color is... Wait, do you hear that? A long and arduous journey together with a young girl. This vision is not what I expected. We fought many battles together, and we were not alone. No, I dare say our comrades were well beyond counting. But what business would I, a lowly student, have undertaking such missions? I couldn't make sense of it. Still, I must thank you for this. Before meeting you, I was hopelessly lost, smothered by a fog of fear and uncertainty. But now I have your light to guide me. You have brought me yet another step closer to completing my training and unlocking the memories still dormant within me. After speaking with a few of the patrons here before you arrived, I believe I found the perfect place to continue honing my skills, the Sigoli Desert. If what I was told is true, a creature of unspeakable terror roams the sands. They say its strength is impossible to gauge, as no one lives to tell of its great might. But together I believe we can lay the beast low. When we have finished, we can take a hard-earned rest in Ul'dah. And so, as presuming as to the other ones, we will have to go to the Sigoli Desert. And you see, we have to travel down all the way there. And as you can see, the fate is currently up, which means I need to get my fat cat moving. And we can see Circuit here. We'll link to that. And there we go. And now we'll go ahead and head into Ul'dah. Or Iroha. There are no words to express my gratitude from your assistance. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine confronting the legendary Circuit. If not for you, I would be but one of the countless victims who succumbed to its poisonous sting. And another Aura Stone shard. In this case it is red, and I'm not going to read the flavor text this time, because it's the same except for a different colored crystal. And there might be crystals that you seem familiar to. Another stone. Yes, it comes to me now. A mortal struggle. Forbidden magics uttered in a final bid of salvation. Hey, it's Fenrir. It all makes sense now. The pitched battles, the arduous journeys, the fellowship adventurers. It was not my life that I recalled, but rather the tales of a great hero I mistook as myself. I suspected such feats were too extraordinary to be my own, and the memories held within the stone have removed all doubt. They were of a journey into the past, one that revealed a horrible truth I dare not repeat aloud. And I remember my home, Vana'diel. It is not some territory or continent, but an entirely different world. My true memories return to me now, and it is all thanks to you. More importantly, I believe I now understand how to wield Amatsu Kyori. It should not be long before my path home is clear to me as well, but first I must see my training to its completion. While waiting here, I heard unsettling stories of a foul beast terrorizing Bronze Lake. This is the perfect opportunity to put into practice everything I have learned. Today is the day I wield the power of Amatsu Kyori. After this last endeavor, let us meet in Limsa. And all things come back to a full circle. I mean, hi. So obviously we're going to head over into the Bronze Lake area and participate in the fate, the key to Amatsu Kyori. And for once we got here before the fate started. Yay! I On your guard, I sense a dark presence. There, and it is not alone. But I am not alone either. I will deal with the dragon. Pray attend to the eye. Level sync, there we go. No, I did not come this far to fail now. I will return to my world. You can see her over there. To Master. The power fills me. The power of Matsu Kiari. Come, Slytherin, it begins. Shiny lights. Yeah. Ta-da! At last, my training is complete, and it is all thanks to you. You were always there to keep me on the path. I would speak with you more, but not here. Let us make for Limsa Lominsa. As you see her walking away. And once more, we need to go right here. Roha. At last, the power of Matsu Kiari is mine to command, and my memories are slowly but surely returning. None of this would have been possible if not for your unwavering guidance. To think I could have forgotten a mission so vital. My resolve was unyielding, my mind focused on the task before me. In the end, I fear I may have jeopardized all I hold dear. As I told you earlier, my home is, or rather was, a world known as Vanadiel. Try as we might, its destruction could not be forestalled. But fate saw fit to give me one last chance. I was allowed to travel back in time to escape to the past before the darkness had consumed all. Together with the heroes of the past, I knew that tragedy would be averted, just as it had been so many times before. Master was the greatest of them all, a hero without equal, whose grand adventures I mistook as my own memories. I cannot help but feel I am still forgetting something else important, something that happened to Master. I suppose in time it will come to me. Before I leave, might we go and speak with Ramumu? If not for her insistence, I would have been bereft of your assistance. It wouldn't be rude not to extend my thanks to her as well. And so now we need to head up a bit to go see her. And the fastest way to do that is just talk to the lift attendant and go to the Drowning Munch. Because that's exactly where Ramumu is. Or should be. And if she's not, well... As I said, Ramumu. Well, we'll talk to Iroha, but first. I cannot shake the feeling I'm once again forgetting something, but I suppose it will not matter when I return. Oh, how I long to once more fight at Master's side. Ramumu. Iroha told me the good news. Her memory is, for the most part, restored. Perhaps more importantly, her training is complete. If you hadn't come with me to Costa del Sol, I dare say she'd still be swinging at crabs along the beach. Now that I have you here, I'd very much like to talk to you about my about what you were doing before we arrived. How exactly did you come to be here in Eorzea? And you say you went back in time trying to save your world? Yes, you have the right of it. No life was spared by the darkness. None save for mine, that is. Fate intervened, and I was sent back to the past, to a time where I could find heroes capable of saving Vanadiel. That is how I was reunited with Master, although at a much earlier time than I anticipated. The last thing I remember is a fierce battle in a strange light. When next I awoke, I was here, to be torn away from Master when it was needed most. My heart feels like it may burst. How awful! You were close then? Master was like family to me, an exceptional warrior besides. I've spent my entire life striving to become such a hero and live up to the legends I so fondly remember. It all began with a stone, or so the story goes. In ages past, a sentient jewel, enormous and beautiful, banished the darkness. Its light filled the world with life and brought forth mighty gods. The world entered an age of bliss. That is, until the gods fell into slumber. That world is my home, Vanadiel. It was home to 3 great nations, the Kingdom of Sandoria, the Republic of Bastok, and Federation of Windsor. Powerful as they were, though, in the times of strife, they would turn to a single hero, my master. Be it a demon of rage seeking vengeance, or a spiteful god our destruction, Master was always there to pull us back from the brink of oblivion. So long as there is light and life in the world, the legend of Vanadiel's greatest hero will live on. There is little wonder these stories were the first to spring back to my mind. I have all but memorized them, but no matter how many times I asked you would always... Oh, please excuse me. For a moment when I looked at you, something in your eyes reminded me of Master and I. Don't worry yourself over it. I imagine our friend here often has that effect on people. Just maybe. I realize how ridiculous this seems. Anyone in the right mind would think it was some fanciful dream. But for me, this world is the dream, and now it's time to awaken. When next I open my eyes, I will be home in Vanadiel, once more at Master's side. This may be just a dream, but it is one I shall never forget. Thank you for everything. No problem. Bye-bye. Or not? It would seem I'm not yet ready to return. Is this perhaps the will of the goddess? If it is by her will, then so it shall be. I vow to work hard every day to become a warrior worthy of your teachings. Then, when the time comes, we shall meet again, here in Eorzea, or perhaps in the waking world. Bye-bye. There goes the greatest story I'll never get to write. An adventurer from another world traveling back in time to save her people. Who's going to believe such a silly tale? I'll leave the flights of fancy to Peter, whatever. But for her sake, I hope she finds her way home, wherever that may be. The irony is, well, I won't say it because I haven't gotten to that in the story part of my main scenario quest playthrough. But yeah, for those who know, you'll know, and the irony. But anyway. And with that, that concludes the A Journey to Remember. And we obviously get all of these. And so trying it on, of course it looks goofy because of the ironworks gear here. But we have all of this. And I do vaguely recall getting these before at some point. Like, I'm pretty sure I've used these as a glamour on my main character, so. But anyway, more glamour stuff. Heaven 11. Thank you for helping me with the story on Iroha. I only wish the information we obtained from it was worth the trouble. A time-traveling warrior from another world? Who would believe such a thing? There's no way I could proclaim it to be true, but it'd make for a nice piece of fiction on the papers. Better luck next time, eh? So including with that, perhaps we are going to have another Final Fantasy XI collaboration event. The continuation of that. The return. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know the story of 11, so someone else can fill me in on that. Anyways, that will be it for this video. Thanks for watching!